Hello, world. Welcome, everyone, to the DUP Podcast, Episode 2. We're a sports media company, and our goal is to provide you with comprehensive sports and betting experience. We offer recaps from previous games, statistical analysis of upcoming games, and we also offer our best bets of the week, and we plan to offer live experiences from tailgates. This week, we're covering Week 3 of college football and Week 2 of NFL football. I'm your main host, JB, and I'm here with my co-host.
I'm your host, Legend.
And my other co-host,
Rico.
All right, fellas. Let's get started with Thursday night recap. First game up is Green Bay, who is now 2-0, versus the Washington Commanders, who are now 1-1. Final score was Green Bay 27 and the Commanders 18. To start off, Jordan Love did his thing in this game, man. He was 19 of 31, 292 yards, two touchdowns. Another noticeable stat was from Tucker Kraft. He went off this game. Caught 6 passes for a career high of 124 yards and a touchdown. Josh Jacobs also had 84 yards and a touchdown as well. The defense for the Packers was amazing this game. They managed to contain Jaden Daniels. And yeah, what do you guys think?
I said money well spent. Great pickup, Michael Parsons. Money well spent.
Absolutely. So Jaden Daniels did do well in the air. He still had 200 yards and 2 touchdowns. So I did want to mention that, but they only had 11 yards in the first quarter. The Commanders.
They're gonna be missing Jaden Daniels. Supposedly hurt, so
yeah,
they're gonna be missing Jaden Daniels.
Yeah, that was announced today. It seems like he's going to be out with a knee sprain, and he's questionable for Sunday's game against the Raiders.
Yeah.
So that's big right there. Big for them.
That game was just tough too, though, because it was on a short week. You know, they can't have Sunday game, so playing Thursday is always like the prep time is really what kills you, and you know you got an extra advantage of the home team because they don't got to travel.
Yeah.
So that's a big factor.
That was a good point.
Absolutely, definitely a good point. And it seems like that definitely affected them with some injuries. They had another key injury. Austin Eckler, he got hurt. He hurt his Achilles tendon in the fourth quarter, which is unfortunate for them as well.
Hopefully, a lot of big name players don't get hurt this year because you got Joe Burrow getting hurt. Hopefully, a lot of these big name players can stay healthy because I do want to watch football and I don't want to watch bad football.
Yeah, absolutely. One notable injury for the Packers as well is Jaden Reed. He went down. He was trying to catch a pass in the end zone. It would have been a touchdown, but it came back as a penalty. But he broke his collarbone on that play. So, shouts out.
On the defense, I am missing Jair Alexander. He went to the Ravens. Oh, yeah. I'm definitely missing him playing for the Packers.
Yeah.
So, hopefully they get that situated.
Yeah. I was going to say, shouts out to all those guys who got injured, and I hope they have a speedy recovery with those injuries. So the Commanders, next game, they host Las Vegas on September 21st, and the Packers are going to be at Cleveland. So let's move on to the next game. This one's a college one. We had NC State, who's now 3-0, went up against Wake Forest, who's now 2-1. Final score was NC State 34, Wake Forest 24. Rico, any thoughts on this one, bud?
And I think the natural line in this game was 48.5 for the total points. We made NC State and Wake Forest over 43.5. We parlayed it with Green Bay money line. I mean, to start off this game, Wake Forest ran a touchdown back first play of the game. So if anybody is betting over, we're definitely feeling good. We're getting them 7 points immediately. So we pretty much in the first quarter, 14-14.
That's crazy.
Robbie Ashford looked good. Exactly what I said happened. I mean, the quarterbacks were exciting to start off the game, and it worked out better for us because by the time they went to the second half, it was 41 points total. So all we're doing is free rolling. We either need a field goal or a touchdown. The game ended up being 34-24. CJ Bailey, he looked decent. I do want to see how they're going to turn out this year. They are 3-0, so I want to see how they turn out this year.
Yeah. A lot of offensive power in that game, it seemed like. Both quarterbacks combined had over 450 yards, so Definitely a lot of offense in that one. Any other comments on that game, guys?
Yeah, I like to watch CJ Bailey play as well too, just because I guess like his physical, like his build, like 6'6" guy, like dual threat. Oh yeah, like I'm already fascinated just based off his build. So I definitely want to see the guys do good, and you know what I'm saying, see what they got to do, for the rest of the season.
Cool. So for NC State, they're going to be at Duke for their next game, and looks like Wake Forest is going to be taking on Georgia Tech at home.
Georgia Tech lock bet. Georgia Tech lock bet. Haynes King is amazing.
That one is going to be on the 27th. So look out for that one.
Now, I will say, if Duke don't win this game versus NC State, that's a bad $8 million, boy. That's a horrible $8 million.
Yeah. Depending on the result of that one, I'm sure we'll have a lot to say after that game.
Because he just went to Tulane and lost.
You're right.
Transfer to Tulane. They signed up for $8 million. You go to Tulane and lose. Where's his $8 million?
Doesn't look good. Doesn't look good at all. All right. Moving forward to Friday night football. First game up is Colorado, who's now 1-2, going up against Houston, who's now 3-0. Final score was Colorado 20, Houston 36.
That game confused
me.
Yeah, that game confused me a lot. I'm not gonna lie to you. Like, Houston's defense is not it's not as good as it was last year. To me, they're very substandard. I don't know how they couldn't get the ball going. It's a blowout. Like, you got blew out. And I guess I felt a little bit biased coming into the game. And so I bet the points on Colorado just because I felt that they would, just be able to stand up and give up a fight or something. Like, man, they didn't even get a pinch in. Like, man, it was crazy.
The second quarter, they scored 2 touchdowns, and it felt like, okay, we got life. And then went right back downhill. Now, I don't like that all quarterbacks didn't get a chance. So he basically, Ron Staub, he basically stayed in the game. He had 2 interceptions. I want to see all 3. You signed Juju. I think that was $1.5 million. And all he doing is driving Lamborghinis to practice and driving back home. Then you got your starter that he's not a starter anymore. So it's like Colorado ain't really got no identity.
I think it's the chemistry too, because I played receiver in high school, and I know what it's like to go through multiple different quarterbacks. You always have a quarterback that you like, and you or a quarterback will have a set of receivers that he favors more. So they don't even know who to trust when they go into the huddle. Like, who are we really looking up to? Like, who's our leader? They don't have an established leader yet.
This might sound crazy. I want to see Colorado not with Deion Sanders. I want to see Deion Sanders coach Alabama. I want to see Deion Sanders leave. I mean, he did what he was supposed to do with his son, did what he was supposed to do with Travis Hunter. It was amazing. We had fun. It was exciting. This year, no more publicity like it was the last few years. I want to see him at Alabama, or I want to see him at another bigger school, bigger funding, bigger recruitment, bigger trenches. I want to see something different. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like he's a great coach, and I feel like we can use him better in a different school. So
I don't think the roundtable would accept that, though. They're probably going to be like, man, listen, you couldn't win. You couldn't win at this level. How you going to win at this level? You know what I'm saying? Like,
if they would have beat Kansas, if they would have beat Kansas, they might have had a chance to go to the playoffs. If they would have beat Kansas,
so they go undefeated the rest of the year?
No, I'm talking about last year. If they would have beat Kansas last year,
okay.
We all was heavy on that game. We was excited. We watched the game somewhere together.
Yeah.
If they would have beat Kansas last year, they'd have went to the playoffs. That whole trajectory would have been way different. But he still won't have a recruitment in the trenches. In the trenches, he's just not there. Houston ran all over him. I mean, in this game, they had 70% time of possession. So they got a lot to do with that win also. They had over 240 yards rushing. The trenches never been there since Colorado's been with Deion Sanders. So, like I said, I want to see him. Texas A&M, Alabama.
Good.
Give him a phone call, please.
I think they're going to say, same confidence I got, man. You got to start from the bottom. So you got to get out the mud. You're not getting out the mud, man. You got to earn that. You know what I'm saying? Like, you can't just get gift wrapped at Alabama. You can't get drafted. You know what I'm saying?
I mean, let's think about it though. Did he? He's actually, his timeline could match it. He started at Jackson State. He did what he did there. He goes to Colorado. He makes them so much money. Yes, they haven't won exactly as far as like bowl games and playoffs, but what has he done for the city? Put the city on the map. So give him 2 more years. Maybe if he make the playoffs, we can get him. But I understand what you're saying. Like, let me see more from you. But I think his name is so powerful. Maybe we can get some other school. I just want to see him at a different school.
I think that would not help him in some of these bigger schools though, because they already have the notoriety, right?
Yeah,
they're not, one of the mid-level or even the lower tier schools that need that attention, right? They already have the attention.
They might start fighting over their attention. You're right.
Yeah.
Because he definitely has a lot of attention.
Oh, yeah. We can't argue against that at all.
I think that I could be wrong, you know what I'm saying? But since I get visions, I believe that Deion is going to leave that school, go to another school. He's going to take his players with him and rebuild again. Kind of like what LeBron did. You know what I'm saying? He took us out of South Beach. He left there with we went to Cleveland after that. So I think that he's going, you know what I'm saying, build a team. You know what I'm saying? I feel that's the only way he can really win, to be honest, is to build a team. You got to put 2 teams together, you know what I'm saying, to have some type of, level of fight.
Well, come to South Carolina Gamecocks. I will be your biggest fan. I'll be at every game.
I promise you'll be at every game.
I'll be there. Wall Off Media. Give me a shout out because we'll be there too.
Yep. Cool. So for next up, Colorado has they host Wyoming next Saturday, and Houston is off to visit Oregon State. So this should be interesting. Okay, we're moving forward to Saturday games. We're starting off with a banger. We got previously ranked number 6 Georgia, who's now 3-0. Went up against previously ranked number 15 Tennessee, who's now 2-1. Final score 44, Georgia 44, Tennessee 41. Legend, start us off, man. What's going on?
Yeah, coming to this game, I was heavy on Georgia. I was screaming Georgia all week. And a lot of people wanted to see the upset, you know what I'm saying, with Tennessee, just based off they haven't beaten them X amount of years. And this game was a shootout, man. 44-41 is crazy. Yeah. I was on the under, you know what I'm saying? Like last year, when SEC teams came to Tennessee last year, they wasn't scoring over 20 points. The scores was low. That was like bet and reset. Do it again next week. Just bet the under if they're at home. It was free money. Like it was a gift.
Not a dog fight.
Yeah, but this game was a blowout. I think we're Gunnar Stockton had 23 for 31, 300 yards, 2 touchdowns. Yeah. Aguilar 24 for 36, 371, 4 touchdowns, 2 interceptions. Yeah, this game was definitely a lot of action. I enjoyed every bit of it. But I ain't lie. I felt like I watched this game like risk free. Like I wasn't stressed at all. Like the whole game, I knew they had it in control. Even when it was down by 14, I still was like, man, they gonna come back. I had a live betting in at that point. I think I got them like plus 13.5 on the live bet. I was like, man, that's perfect.
Wow.
Yeah. But yeah, shout out to Georgia Trenches, man. They definitely held it down.
Joey Aguilar, money well spent.
Oh yeah, I'm glad you said that. Yeah, because if Nico was in that position that he was in, he could have never threw for 4 touchdowns.
You know what's crazy? Him and CJ barely got the same build. If not, Nico might be an inch taller. But I feel like with his size and like his arm strength, why isn't he as good? He was highly recruited. I think he was number 2 coming out of high school. I'm just not understanding, like, why is this not translating to college? So, Joey Aguilar, greatest transfer trade of all time so far, because he looked amazing. That first quarter, I was scared. I was scared. I was like, man, I mean,
yeah,
because we was heavy on Georgia, of course, but yeah. I was scared. I was scared, of course, with Tennessee. They was rolling, and they looked happy while doing it.
Absolutely.
Yeah, this game was kicker warfare, though. Like,
oh, yeah.
That one, the kicker for Tennessee, when he yanked that kick, I was like, wow. That was crazy. But you seen it in his heart. You just knew he was going to miss it. Like, he was shaking in his boots. Like, you just seen it in his face. Like, I knew he was gonna miss it. Knew he was gonna miss that.
Or he must have got that phone call. Got that phone call. Shout out to DraftKings. Shout out to FanDuel. He got that phone call. Hey, miss this field goal right here.
He might have got a phone call though, for real, because that wasn't that long of a field goal. It was like a 42-yard attempt, I think it was.
43, yeah.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. Man, I could probably kick a 43-yarder.
43 to win the game, yeah.
Ever since I've been betting, I will say this: Kirby Smart presence on the sideline is ridiculous. Like, the referees would be walking. If he don't like something, hey, come here. They all come over there, listen to what he's saying. He got so much power to them referees. So, I don't know. He might make that phone call to the kicker. Miss this right now.
Little conspiracy.
He got a lot of power. Really watch the game when he's talking to these referees. He has a lot of power over these referees. I don't know what's going on.
I think this is more respect level, man. He look back into the 90s with Michael Jordan. You know what I'm saying? Like, look how the referees talked to Jordan when he was on the court.
They were literally asking, Jordan, was that a foul? Yeah, it was a foul. All right, foul. So,
I believe you, Mike.
Yeah. I think that's a clip going around on YouTube that he was like, was that a foul, Mike? And he was like, yeah. I believe you. That's how much Kirby Smart got. I mean, I've seen a lot of games. Last year with Texas, it was a big call about personal foul, and then all of a sudden they just took away the call, and I was like, damn, like all he got to do is just start talking to y'all, and then it's just game over. So he got a lot of power. He got a lot of respect. So shout out to Kirby Smart, because you always find yourself getting out of these situations. Went to overtime and they won the game.
Yeah,
you got to feel bad for that kicker, because I mean that stadium was jam-packed.
Absolutely.
And I mean, I know that's a bad feeling.
Huge game, huge moment, and hey, it happens. Pressure can get us. All right. So up next for Georgia, they have a bye week, and then they're looking to host Alabama on September 27th. And then Tennessee is hosting Alabama Birmingham next Saturday. Let's see. Next game, we have previously ranked number 18, South Florida, who's now 2-1, going up against previously ranked number 5, Miami, who's now 3-0. Final score, South Florida 12, Miami 49. Rico, I got to go to you. I know South Florida, that's your dark horse. Talk to me, man. What happened?
Coming to this game, was heavy on South Florida, plus 17.5. Natural line. I felt amazing. I mean, I felt like the coaches was excited getting their players together. Carson Beck came out swinging. He came out Mike Tyson. He came out ready. That was the best Carson Beck I've seen in a while. Fourth quarter, he was shaky. Third quarter, he was shaky. He ended up throwing 2 interceptions. Started off the game with 7 for 7. Came out of the game 7 for 7. So, I mean, Carson Beck looked decent. I'm not going to say he looked amazing. He did look great in the first half, but he was showing a lot of true colors in the second half. But as far as the game, I'm proud of what South Florida did first 2 weeks. Let's just bounce back and make it to a bowl game. Let's just bounce back and get some better recruitment, because they ran all over South Florida. I think they averaged like 5 yards per run. So Miami, I do want to see them against Florida. I think they play Florida this week. I think Miami is favored by a touchdown. So if Miami can beat Florida by 10 or 14, then I will be a Carson Beck believer. I will never be on here and say anything bad about Carson Beck.
Wow.
If they will beat Florida by 14 points and Carson Beck throws 0 interceptions.
Do you want a perfect game and a blowout?
If Carson Beck throws 0 interceptions, at least win by 10 points, then I will be a Carson Beck believer for the rest of the year.
I thought I'd never hear that.
I feel like the first...
Because it'll never happen.
Yeah.
At least you're giving me a chance.
Anything is possible. But I feel like the first 2 weeks, South Florida just caught everybody off guard with that game. You understand? Like,
definitely. Because I wasn't South Florida believer before the season started.
Definitely a lot of
last year, they was
I think people overreacted based off those two. And I think that I had some bias towards the line. You understand? Like, because if you know what we know now, you go back, I guarantee that line would have been like plus 27. You see what I'm saying? So
I'm not throwing South Florida out of the gate. because, like I said, before the weather delay, Carson Beck was doing his thing. After the weather delay, he looked like Georgia Carson Beck. So I'm not throwing South Florida away. They couldn't get in the end zone. They couldn't really do nothing as far as offensively, really. But I'm not throwing South Florida away. Miami looked decent. If they beat Florida by 10 points, I'm a believer.
But I feel like a lot of these teams now, they got footage on South Florida now. You know, so the first two games, they didn't know how they know their play style.
That's a fact.
They don't get a lot of.
They got a new quarterback.
Yeah, they don't get a lot of national coverage. You know what I'm saying, as far as when the games are played, so you don't really have a sample size to go off of. You understand? So,
do you believe that Carson Beck can make it to the Final Four?
That's a tough one, man. That's a tough one because. You know, now with the strength of the schedule with the SEC, they play 9 conference games now, so their schedule even tougher. So a lot of those teams probably gonna get in with 9-3.
If Carson Beck wins his first playoff touchdown, I will buy Sweet Baby's football gear for next year. That's an absolute bet. And if Carson Beck doesn't make it, you buying Cruz's football gear for next year. Facts.
Nah, I got you. That's a bet.
That's how much I don't believe in Carson Beck. I mean, as far as Carson Beck, I'm just not a believer. Make me a believer versus Florida. Sweet Baby gonna have amazing gear for next year.
Yeah, I don't see him being Florida, to be honest.
The line is plus 7.5.
I'm gonna be on that plus 7.5. I'm gonna have that sprinkled on all my parlay. I'm telling you that now. You gonna have to kill me next week. Promise you that.
Well, I mean, we're gonna see.
All right, we will see. Any other takeaways from this game?
Shout out to Sweet Baby. First year playing football. Good luck, man.
All right, shout out Sweet Baby. Up next for South Florida, they host South Carolina State next Saturday. And as you heard already, Miami hosts Florida next Saturday. Let's see. Moving on, we got Arkansas, who is now 2-1. Went up against previously ranked number 17 Ole Miss, who's now 3-0. Final score: Arkansas 35, Ole Miss 41. Legend, talk to me.
Yeah, this game was played as expected. I was heavy on Arkansas coming in, but not for them to win. I think on one of my parlays, I think I did actually have them on the money line, just to gamble a little bit, but definitely the points on that. I felt secure the whole game, even with the lead changes going back and forth. It was like, man, this is exactly how I seen the game playing out. I know last year when these two played, I know Ole Miss did. I think they blew them up like 20 points, I think it was. So there was a lot of bias, I'm saying, based off of last year's meeting when they played. Big rematch game. Sims, he went down. Chandler stepped up. Led the team to win, of course, 21-29, 353 yards and a touchdown. He had a great game for somebody that, you know, saying wasn't even prepared in the practice that week to be the starter. You know what I'm saying? Like, he wasn't taking any of the snaps, you know what I'm saying? So to come in off of ice, jump at the game, and hold it down, especially in a big game like that. Yeah, shout out to Chandler, man. He did his thing, man. I'm actually impressed. You know, like that's definitely, you know what I'm saying, great leadership to lead that team like that.
The total game wasn't bad. The game was good.
Yeah, it was. Like I'm saying,
Arkansas did what we thought. Ole Miss did what we thought. The game was good.
Seemed like another shootout.
I should have bet that for the Ole Miss to win by 1-6 because that definitely was a great game. Yeah, I got anything bad to say about the game or any complaints.
Yeah, like you said, definitely shout outs to
I was glued to the TV for the whole game. I had to watch that.
I don't think anyone expected the backup quarterback to be ready like that.
Yeah,
that's pretty impressive.
Yeah.
Because I think Simmons was slated to play, and he practiced all week, so I don't think anyone expected that, including the backup. Cool. Any other takeaways from that game?
It was a good game overall. Shout out to that SEC teams. Great game.
Awesome. So next up for Arkansas, they visit Memphis on Saturday. And Ole Miss will be hosting Tulane on Saturday.
If Ole Miss got Tulane, do not take them lightly. Tulane is undefeated, and they are not playing. So don't take them lightly.
Should be another good game, honestly.
So you bet Tulane in the blind, as you said?
If Tulane is plus 21.5, I'm taking it. I'm sorry. South Florida me to death.
All right. Moving on to the next game, we got previously ranked number 16 Texas A&M, who's now 3-0, went up against number 8, previously ranked number 8 Notre Dame, who is now 0-2. Texas A&M final score: Texas A&M 41, Notre Dame 40. Legend, going back to you, man. Talk to me. What happened?
You know, I'm a big advocate of SEC, so I'm extremely biased. Coming into this game, I don't even understand how it was +7. Like, to me, man, I literally
that was a gimmick.
It was a gift. I seen it. I'm like, this looks like a steak. Like, are you kidding me? +7? Like what the line didn't make any sense. I didn't understand it all week. I was, maybe they got some type of intel that I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. Like, I felt like it was like a setup. Like, I don't know. I really feel like it was a setup. Like, something just doesn't seem right. Like, why would you give that away like that? I should have hammered it, but I actually ended up I live bet the game when it was, I think it was like in the second one it was down, and I ended up getting it. I got them in like +285. I put a decent amount of money on it.
That's big.
But this game came out to the wire. 11-yard pass to Nate Burkircher. Shout out to this guy.
Who is it?
No field time. It doesn't matter. It's a non-factor. The guy's a non-factor. You hear me? He came in and got a game-winning touchdown. 11-yard pass.
It was secure catch too.
13 seconds left.
Both hands.
Right at the end.
Yeah, he literally threw the ball. Marcel, first of all, referees, y'all missed the call. I mean, I had Texas A&M plus money before the game, so I only got +200. But y'all definitely missed the holding call. He literally tackled the person. He threw it, and then I don't know how, we just turned around and caught it. So shout out to him, but they definitely missed a holding call. Most definitely. Ain't no ifs, ands, and buts. Yes, I'm happy I won, but y'all definitely missed a call. Marcel Reed, I'm going to be honest. He looking 6 out of 10.
Yeah, I was thinking that too from the guy. Like, I was like, man, I don't know. I don't see him as the quarterback for the future there. Yeah, I wasn't really impressed like that. The leadership wasn't there at all. I didn't understand.
And he looked a little bit small.
Yeah,
he a little bit small.
He did look like a baby. He looked
like Sellers. When I look at him, that's man child. When I look at Marcel Reed, I'm thinking something else.
I see Pop Warner. He just looks tiny, man, like JV.
He probably run a 4.3, but hey, we got them 250 pounds 4.5s running at you. You're going to get knocked out. So, and then I honestly, I don't like them running quarterback sneaks, quarterback through the trenches. Why? Marcel Reed probably weighed 180. Like, why are we doing that? So, the coach, y'all need to like maybe figure something else out as far as Marcel Reed bootleg pass, or maybe getting out towards sideline to sideline, because if you're running a 4.3, now we can get a little bit more field compared to running through the lanes. I mean, come on now. He weighed 180. He probably weighed less than that.
Yeah.
So, Notre Dame, I mean, great season last year. Love the coach. Love the culture at Notre Dame. But going against the SEC team, like, thank you, DraftKings. Thank you. +7, that was Christmas early.
Generous, son. Generous from DraftKings on that one.
Great game, though.
Oh, yeah.
Great game.
Yeah. Definitely a great game. It came, like we said, it came all the way down to the wire, to the last play. So, definitely a great game from both teams.
Shout out to the kicker. He made it in the lanes. Because a lot of kickers is messing up this week.
A lot of faulty kicks this week. You're right. Any other takeaways from that game?
Texas A&M, we're going to see what they do.
Another banger.
It's a good game. Definitely a great parlay piece as well.
Absolutely. All right. So next up for Texas A&M, they're going to be hosting Auburn on September 27th. And next up for Notre Dame, they host Purdue next Saturday. All right, moving on. Next game is Florida, who's now 1-2. Went up against previously ranked number 3 LSU, who's now 3-0. Final score was Florida 10, LSU 20. Rico, what we got?
In this game, I literally bought up to +8.5, +10.5, majority +10.5, and like 2 slips. I mean, let's just get down to it. DJ Lagway gave him the game. I mean, I'm a big DJ Lagway fan. I love his everything about him, his size, the way he throws the ball, but I don't know what he was doing this game. He literally gave the game away. 5 interceptions. 2 of the interceptions was like, why did you even throw that pass? I mean, 2 of the passes look like what are we doing? Like, you wouldn't even do this in 7-on-7. You wouldn't do this in practice. You wouldn't do it in your sleep. You wouldn't do it if you weighed 500 pounds. You wouldn't throw that ball like that. So I'm not understanding what he was doing. He literally gave the game away. Garrett Nussmeier looked average. They only scored 1 touchdown. They had 1 touchdown, 1 pick six, and 2 field goals. So did they really score? Like, if you look at the game in 2010, you're like, oh, they might have scored 3 touchdowns and missed a field goal. Or they might score 2 touchdowns and, 2 field goals. Yeah, they had 2 touchdowns, but one of them was a pick six. And it was just basically a DJ Lagway saying, here, take it. So shout out to Abuelo's Towing. They do a lot of towing in North Carolina. One of the best tow companies in North Carolina. I'm going to make a phone call and say, can you tow some of these players off the field? Because some of these players need to be towed back to their house. I'm tired of seeing these 5-star $1 million players playing like $1,000. So honestly, man, I feel like we need to implement incentives heavier in the NIL deals. Okay, cool. We can sign a signing bonus, but if the play doesn't match to what you signed for, those incentives are gone. Because a lot of these people getting the bag, they're not playing like the bag. So
you mean like yardage and touchdowns and stuff like that?
5 interceptions. Listen, if I come out here and I burn 5 briskets, I'm getting fired or I'm losing my business. If I come out here and I burn 5 ribs and I got to put all the barbecue sauce on the ribs to cover it up, you're going to say, I'm not buying food from you anymore. So 5 interceptions mean you just lost your job. I'm sorry. DJ Lagway, I'm heavy on you, but bro, come on. 5 interceptions mean I can lose my job. Obviously, they're not going to bench him, but let's start taking these players accountable. Or I'm going to call Abuelo's Towing. He's going to tow you off the field.
Yeah, I think the incentives would definitely be a great tool, but I don't know how that work like with the from a legal aspect. Like, let
me sign you. Okay, you got a contract for $3 million. You're gonna sign the signing bonus $500,000. These are the things you need to meet by the end of the year. If you meet these, you're gonna get this money. You're gonna get that money. You're gonna get that money. I feel like they need to dumb it down as far as how to make the money compared to we're gonna just give it all to you. Because let's be honest, Klubnik is on the same route. Klubnik out there running like he's a tight end or a bigger lineman. Haynes King was out there running like his life depends on it. Like that $2 million is everything to him. So, like I said, a lot of these people get in the bag, but they're not acting like it. Or maybe they get in the bag and they're not as motivated as what they used to be. So maybe DJ Lagway just wasn't motivated because when he was throwing the interceptions, he was literally just like, all right, I'll go through it. If I'm on your team, bro, I'm looking like, bro, come on now. Are you better than that? So
you're saying like maybe a loss of motivation because the money's already there, right? So
I think that the money is confusing these young men. Social media is really bad to these young men because they want to look like it. Now you got the NIL money, so you can actually be it. But you might have lost motivation in actually playing and what got you there. So, okay, I got $4 million. Well, shit, just bought my mama's house. I just have my cousin. We just maybe bought a property I just have my other cousin. I just bought him a tow truck company. Or I just have my other cousin. He just bought a semi-truck company. I'm him. I don't need to go to the NFL. Shit, I already got my money. What if they really thinking like that? Now, of course, 50%, maybe more than that, is not thinking like that. But maybe some of them are. And it's confusing them as far as like, I have to keep working just as hard as how I got here. I have to keep working to make it to the NFL. Because that little $4 million, it's a lot of money to the average person, but $4 million will run out.
Yeah.
Let's get to the big contract. Let's get to the $40 million because that's $40 million a year, by the way, if you're a top quarterback in the NFL.
Yeah.
So that $4 million was 10% of that. Let's work towards the $40 million. Yes, this $4 million is going to help me get through college. This $4 million is going to help my family get through the situation of maybe watching me at these games. Now my mama, she can quit her job because she can come here and support me. This is support money. This is not, I need to buy $1 million worth of jewelry, Lamborghini Urus. Bro, Juju is not starting. And he's driving a Lamborghini.
Yeah, it's crazy.
Like, let's really think about it. If my son goes to the Gamecocks, he signs for $1 million. If my son went and bought even a Hellcat, I'm like, son, this is not the correct buy. Because I promise you, after my son bought the Hellcat, he got to buy the drip. After my son bought the drip, he got to buy the jewelry. After my son bought the jewelry, he got to press all the women that's at South Carolina. Like, nah, bro. Because you made that money one time. Let's think about a 10-year investment. So I'm sorry to be on this topic long, but it's just I'm tired of the players not acting like it. And I really blame the sponsors because they're giving out so much money. Like, how do we even get to these big old numbers? Because if you're telling me that Nussmeier worth $3 million, $4 million, man, Reggie Bush was worth $20 million, bro. 20. So there it is, man.
Yeah.
Tuck your chain.
All right. So up next for Florida, like we said before, they're going to be at Miami next Saturday. And next up for LSU, they host Southeastern Louisiana next Saturday.
Make up for it, DJ Lagway. Make up for it and beat Miami.
All right, moving on to our next game. We got Vanderbilt, who is now 3-0, went up against previously ranked number 11, South Carolina, who's now 2-1. Vanderbilt, final score, Vanderbilt 31, South Carolina 7. Legend, what you got for this one?
Shout out to Abia. 10-year senior.
Time out. He did beg for it. He said, "Hey, I need that one more year." Because now that is a person that maybe deserves the incentive because he definitely put Vanderbilt on the map. Nobody was thinking about Vanderbilt before he Vanderbilted.
What do you mean? Put him on the map this year or talking about last year?
Last year.
Oh, okay. Yeah.
This year too. They undefeated.
Yeah. I was heavy on Vandy coming into the game. That was my best bet last week was that the plus 3.5 bet, and it went out flat out outright. So Sellers went down, got hurt. Luke Dottie, senior wide receiver, came in to throw the ball for him. Quarterback.
Yeah.
He was a wide receiver.
Yep.
Came in, he went 18 for 27, 148 yards, and an interception. Why do they not have a second or third string quarterback? What's going on?
Fun fact, I'm about to tell you right now. The same topic about this NIL money. Robbie Ashford, plays for Wake Forest, was the backup quarterback last year for South Carolina. He went to Wake Forest, got the bag. When he could have stayed in South Carolina, I'm not saying that, I'm hoping these players get hurt, but sometimes stuff happens. Players get hurt. Now you had your chance to prove yourself. Robbie Ashford would have stepped up for Lenore Sellers.
Yeah, but see, my thing is though, so why in a situation like this, are they not allowed to take a red shirt out of red shirt status and
that's a good question.
Right.
I don't know.
You can be red shirt at any point. You just can't go back to being red shirt.
Right.
Did not even have a red shirt is crazy though. Like
Robbie Ashford was their backup last year. He I think Lenore Sellers got hurt in the LSU game, and then he came in. He played a little bit, but now he at Wake Forest. So you got a lot of these players, man. They don't see like a lick of something, a lick of time of playing. They gone immediately.
Yeah.
Immediately.
Yeah, I ain't gonna lie. Yeah, before this game, this may be a reach, but even that plus 3.5 on Vandy, that felt like a reach. I mean, that felt like a gift too. Just based off their previous week when Cyclone did play SC State, and I was stating the facts that they only had like 254 yards of total offense.
Yeah, they definitely struggled.
Two punt return touchdowns the previous week. Two big players that put them in great position to capitalize. So yeah, they definitely. I've been saying that the offense is not as strong as we. I think the offense is actually a little overrated.
I will say this
week we definitely seen that. So
to have the fastest college athlete, how are we not getting him the ball?
Yes,
they have the fastest college athlete playing football. Why isn't the ball in his hands enough.
And what you gonna put him like?
I don't know. Put him somewhere that the ball gets in his hands somehow.
Like a Debo Samuel.
Man, if I'm not mistaken, I think he like 6'4", 6'5". He basically a Jeremiah Smith, a little bit taller. He has less hands than Jeremiah Smith, but we need to get him the ball. I mean, to be 100-meter running a 10-1, come on, man, give him the ball.
That's Faison you're talking about?
No, that's Harbor.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, but they said once again, shout out to Vandy. They held it down.
I want to see Vandy. Who they play next?
So Vanderbilt up next hosts Georgia State next Saturday.
Oh, they're gonna blow it
on Saturday.
Who's South Carolina play?
South Carolina is going to be visiting Missouri on Saturday.
So basically, you're telling me that because now this is crazy. South Carolina ranked number 11. They are unranked. That's a big.
I think Missouri not ranked.
Missouri is ranked.
Yeah,
I think they ranked number 21.
Yeah,
but so I'm talking about South Carolina went from number 11 to being out completely.
Oh, yeah.
So that means AP poll was like, you're done.
Yeah, the offensive production has something to do with that too, though. You know,
exactly what I'm saying. Nick Harbor is the fastest man probably in the Carolinas, and we can't get that man the ball. Come on, man. Let's do better. Coaching staff and whoever making these plays, get these playmasters the NIL deals. Sign them for about $5,000 each. These are new plays.
All right, we're moving on to Sunday football. NFL, first up, we got 49ers, who are now 2-0, went up against the Saints, who are now 0-2. Final score, 49ers 26, Saints 21. Rico, what you got for me on this one?
I will say this, that a lot of these quarterbacks are going to different teams. And like when Mac Jones was on the Patriots, I was like, he's just average. Mac Jones didn't look that bad his past game. I do like Spratler, if I'm saying it right, the quarterback for the Saints.
Spencer Rattler.
Spencer Rattler. I didn't combine both names. Spencer Rattler. He played at South Carolina. I liked him towards the end of the game. He does show me a lot of spurts. It's like, damn, like, okay, he could be good, but I was just thinking 49ers was just a way better team. I'm going to be honest, man. Christian McCaffrey played for the Panthers. Now he's playing for the 49ers. I miss him on the Panthers a lot, but seeing him at the 49ers, like, I don't feel like he got the same step.
And no, he definitely he's still battling an injury. Yeah, he missed the whole season.
I don't think he got that same step.
I don't think he's 100% right now. He's probably keeping some stuff out the injury report.
It really hurts my feelings.
Definitely not 100%.
Because he was everything. You know what I mean? And to see him now, it kind of be hurting my feelings. Like, damn, like he was one of my favorite players because he loved the game. Like he one of the type of players that you dream about. You just a player that just want to come and play. You don't care about the glamour. You don't care about nothing. He want to come and play football and win games. And to see him like not at his same peak, like it really didn't look good. Now, the 49ers did win this game. I definitely want to see the 49ers towards the middle of the season, see where they go. Honestly, I believe they probably just go like 9-7.
Yeah.
I think the Saints go maybe win 4 games. Maybe that. So, Saints probably going to end up drafting another quarterback. But we'll see. I mean, still a lot of football play. So.
Yeah, definitely still a long season to go. So, I guess we'll see how Rattler shapes up. Next up for the Niners, they host Arizona on Sunday, and then the Saints are traveling to face the Seattle Seahawks.
Seattle at home, going to be hard.
Yeah, it's going to be a tough game. All right, next game, we got the Browns, who are now 0-2, went up against the Ravens, who are now 1-1. Final score, Browns 17, Ravens 41. Sounds like a blowout to me, Legend.
Yeah, so this game got out of hand. We got out of there real quick. I actually thought the game was going to be closer than what it was based off just the fact that Flacco was used to being in Baltimore. That's like his second home, you understand? Like,
yeah.
So it's not really a away game like that. It's really home field for you. You're coming back. So I thought he was going to put up more of a fight, but at the same time, we still talking about Joe Flacco. You know, he's guaranteed to throw an interception every game. Like
40 years old.
It's to the point that you ain't even got to do research on it. Just be Joe Flacco interception. That's
automatic.
That's almost like
the interception he threw was terrible. It was like, why?
It sucks with it. But it sucks even more. You're known for throwing interception. Like, that's what's crazy about it, man. They just took belt the ass. The thing that threw me off the game, what's up with Derrick Henry and Lamar Jackson? How did they not get into the end zone? I think that must have upset the world. To not get in the end zone that one time, like Lamar Jackson in the red zone.
Shout out to Vegas. They made a phone call.
Like you got Derrick. This almost reminded me of beast mode on the goal line.
On the goal line
in the Super Bowl. How do you not run Marshawn Lynch?
Give him the ball.
How you not get Derrick Henry?
Derrick Henry.
Now, granted, I know you started off. He wasn't having the best of games.
Yeah,
but still, though, it ain't nothing like you may. Hey, pop, give him a little smack on the head, man. Get right. I need this, man. Pound it in there, you know.
Derrick Henry had 5 yards going into the second half,
and he finished with 23.
I had Derrick Henry. Me personally, I had Derrick Henry plus 100 yards. The Browns actually talking mess before the game. They was like, "Yo, you ain't finna get all these yards you talking about." And Derrick Henry was like, "Watch and see.
Watch me."
Now, I don't know if his confidence is low because he threw the game away versus the Bills off that fumble. I don't know where your head is at. I don't know. Maybe it just wasn't there motivation-wise. But for how many yards he had?
23 yards on 11 rushing attempts.
23 yards, 11 rushing attempts, and they beat him by 24. That don't make sense to me. 41 points, and he had 23 yards. What's going on? I mean, who scored the ball?
So I feel like this is a complaint that they lost. I mean, they still won though. I mean, Lamar Jackson had 4 touchdowns passing. So do you really need to run?
United States of America had prop bets on the Ravens. I know they did. Lamar Jackson, Derrick Henry, passing yards, maybe under interceptions. The United States of America had prop bets on this game. I know they did. So the Ravens was a win, but I'm pretty sure a lot of these bettors are betting on prop bets for the Ravens. They one of the most prop bet teams.
Yeah, they definitely cut a lot of slips. They murdered a lot of slips.
Everybody happy with the score, but we're like, shit, we missed everything else on this slip.
I know I got cooked on the Lamar Jackson rushing yards. He had basically none.
He didn't make an attempt to rush until the third quarter.
Yeah, he basically had none this game. So
they had janitors out there catching touchdowns.
I learned my lesson on that one for sure.
Yeah, I seen the plus 190 before the game. I said plus 190 for Lamar Jackson. Oh,
right.
Just one time. Right. That's it
in his own house.
You know, you talking about saying Lamar Jackson not hurt.
Right.
Yeah, that felt like a gift. I'm not even gonna lie to
you. You think they be betting on themselves? Like, I ain't gonna get one today.
I'm not gonna say that.
Yeah.
I can't go that far with the conspiracies.
Conspiracy me because Vegas is winning.
Vegas is always gonna win. I'm gonna say no comment to the self-betting stats though. Okay, so next week Cleveland hosts Green Bay. Good luck. And Baltimore is going to be hosting Detroit. And
that should be an amazing game.
Monday night.
That should be amazing.
That should be a banger for sure. All right. So next up, we got the home team, Panthers, who are now 0-2, unfortunately. They went up against the Cardinals, who are now 2-0. Final score, Panthers 22, Cardinals 27. Rico, talk to me.
Hammer! I screamed hammer all week. minus 6.5. As a sports bettor coming to this game, 20-3 going into the second half. First of all, like I said before, Bryce Young, I'm tired of it. First drive, he had a fumble, scoop 6.
Yeah.
Second drive, you throw an interception. This is the same path that they did last year. He was just throwing interceptions and fumbling and just turning the ball over, and then they benched him. So it's like, what are we doing this year? You're on the same trajectory. I'm tired of it. I mean, y'all went into the second half 20-3. Y'all actually went down in third quarter 27-3.
Yeah.
And then the Cardinals just said, hey, come on back because we got to cover that plus money. So they pretty much threw away minus 6.5. I think at a point in time in the game, the Cardinals was minus 21.5 live bet.
Yeah, I did see that. Yep.
So for them to cover, I mean, it really hurts. It really does. Now, in the fourth quarter, the Cardinals had a chance to kick a field goal. Kyler Murray throws a preschool interception. I mean, I don't even know what to say to it. They end up not getting a field goal. That was 3rd and 11, I think. And then, like I said, the Panthers covered. I don't like the Panthers offense at all. Bryce Young had 55 attempts. Give me 55 attempts. I'll come out there for $600,000 right now. 55 attempts. So, of course, he's going to have 300 yards.
Yeah.
So, I mean, in the fourth quarter, he looked good as far as like the fourth quarter. But at that point, the Cardinals already knew they was going to win. I mean,
so you think the Panthers was fighting to win the game, or they fighting to cover the backdoor spread?
I mean, Vegas made a lot of phone calls Saturday and Sunday.
I think it was fighting to cover that. I think it was fighting to cover the backdoor. I think that's what I think. There's no way you really thought you was gonna come back and win that game.
There's definitely no reason I thought I was gonna win the game. But being down 27-3, I mean, I blame Cardinals coaching because now I do blame a lot of coaches for this. We up 27-3. It's the third quarter with 9 minutes left. I want to score again.
Yeah.
I want to score again. Like, we don't have to just run, and punt, and run, and punt. No, man, score again.
Yeah.
Or put the backup in and let's see how he do. If you up 34-3, put the backup in. Let them run a 2-minute drill. Let them run what they going to run. You don't have to just run, and punt. Just, I mean, come on. We're in the NFL, man. Ain't none of these people out here slow and acting a certain way that they feel like, oh, y'all try to run out the score. No, we trying to play football.
So this is the second week straight the team has came back and covered. Last week, it was who was the team that came back?
The Bills.
The Bills. Yeah. So that's what I'm saying. I think this is going to be an eye-opener for a lot of coaches. They're like, man, you can't take your foot off their neck. Like you got to keep going. They're like in basketball. You don't see people go up under the goal and not score. They still don't get their points. You understand? Like the basketball always constantly scoring. Why is it we play football and they always want to start running the clock out and slow the game down? Man, now you got to keep scoring those points because anything can happen on any given Sunday. Like, it's crazy. Like let them fight back like that. To almost like, I knew they wasn't going to win, but to almost get them an opportunity to win was even crazy. Like they should have kept just putting points up. Like,
yeah, it definitely got close at the end. You know, and the Panthers converted that onside kick. I was nervous. I thought the Cardinals just threw the game right there. They got that final drive set up, which ultimately ended up with 8 plays and 6 penalty flags. That felt like the refs were trying to set something up to me. Because there was so many penalties. It was almost a penalty for every play.
Oh, yeah, I see. Yeah, that was crazy. I'm like, I was thinking, like, what's going on? Every single play was first year off, repeat first down, 5-yard play, add this to the goal. I'm like, what's going on? Like, what's going on right now? Yeah, that was crazy.
Yeah, it was.
I'm honestly just tired of to cover in a game, even with Baltimore, to be able to cover and it's 3 minutes left and 48 seconds. And then all of a sudden, out of all people in the NFL, Derrick Henry fumbles the ball. They score a touchdown. So then, okay, Ravens get the ball back. They ran the ball like they didn't care to punt. And then you punt it, and then the Bills get another chance to win. Like, I'm with the legend. Like, come on, man. Like, just play the game. I understand time management, but it's getting out of hand of just miraculous comeback wins. If we would have kept driving the ball instead of, and it don't even be like a sweep play or like a stretch play. It'd be like a dive, running to the lineman, no yards gained. The running back don't even jump cut. He just run into the lineman and just fall. Like, nah, bro, it's not gonna happen.
Well, the Ravens learned their lesson. They definitely did listen for the previous week. They just kept, it was relentless. They just kept putting points up.
Oh yeah, especially the second half.
It definitely was a big learning tool for them.
Yeah. All right, so up next for the Panthers, they're going to be hosting the Falcons next Sunday.
Fade them.
And Automatic fade from Rico. And the Cardinals are going to be visiting the 49ers on Sunday.
Fade the Panthers all year.
Fade the local team. You heard it here first.
I'm sorry.
For our last game, we got the Eagles, who are now 2-0. Went up against the Chiefs, who are now 0-2. Final score, Eagles 20, Chiefs 17. Legend, talk to me. I mean, Super Bowl rematch. I think we all had high expectations. What's going on in this one?
Yeah, I came in the game heavy on the Eagles. I had Eagles everything. I was big Eagle advocate last week. And the reason why I was so heavy on them is because I felt like even in the Super Bowl, like I got bet off the Eagles in the Super Bowl. It's just based off of the critics and now I didn't want to be on the wrong side. You know what I'm saying? And I just felt like
your cousin.
Yeah, I just felt like the way everybody else was betting, everybody was just going crazy. Everybody was just so heavy on the Chiefs. And I did have some bias in that game because we are talking about Pat. At the time, we are talking about Pat Mahomes. And so that's intimidating alone, you know. So that scared me. So like that definitely dictated how I bet it when I won. But deep down in my heart, I wanted to put everything I had on the Eagles Super Bowl. I did. I said, no, I'm not going to do that again. And so coming to this game, I'm like, man, with Xavier Worthy not playing, you know, Travis Kelce just doesn't look the same. He looks old, man. He's just I think that Taylor Swift just drained his energy from something like he's definitely, you know what I'm saying, become a vampire for life because, yeah, she's getting younger and he's getting older. It just
I said 1.1 billion NIL.
It could put your mind somewhere else. I'm not going to lie. It could definitely put your mind somewhere else.
I mean, I love the O-line with the Eagles. You know what I'm saying? We already know the tush push is unstoppable. Like, nobody can.
Is the tush push fair?
Ooh, that's a heavy topic. Let's get into it. I like it.
Is it fair?
What do you mean, is it fair? Why would it not be fair?
I mean, when they showed a picture of the tush push, like the ball's right here, the lineman over there, and the other lineman over there, they all offsides, they all in neutral zones, false starts everywhere. I don't understand that play.
So I think what makes the tush push so effective is I don't think it's more so the effort they use to actually, you know what I'm saying, project him forward. I think it's the linemen that they recruit and draft. They specifically handpick linemen just for the tush push. They want the biggest and the strongest. They fill those gaps on those sides, and they're hogs, man. You can't get through them. You know what I'm saying? Like,
is the tush push fair to officiate? Is what I'm saying, because the defense is in the neutral zone and the offensive linemen are false starting. So it's like,
I don't really.
How's it fair?
Yeah,
bro. The last tush push they had, they false started. I mean, I've seen the replay. It was a false start. I was Eagles money line. They false started.
But
so your sample size is one game.
I've seen them false start a lot in the tush push.
Oh.
The two linemen right next to the center, they already gone. Then he gave the ball, and then Jalen Hurts is pushed. So
I mean, Jalen Hurts does squat like 600 pounds though.
Yeah,
he's a beast.
Extremely athletic.
He's not a French fry, bro. He's pretty strong, bro. He's an ox.
He's not a Marcel Reed.
Maybe not, but he's just squat 600 pounds, brother.
And then he's got Barkley pushing him in the back.
Yeah,
to get him over the hump.
That's another 600 pound squat
minimum. Yeah. He might be able to squat.
That's 100 in weight.
Right.
I only knew two players that squat 600.
Right.
Trent Richardson and Jalen Hurts. You know, I don't know anybody else that can do that. You know
I mean, the tush push is working. It feels great being on the side of the tush push to work. Now, I will say this. The Chiefs was about to score, and then that play happened where they got the interception.
Yeah.
And, I mean, if the Chiefs would have scored on that drive, it's a way different game.
It would have been a different game.
A lot of fans, not even fans, but a lot of Eagles haters are actually mad at Jalen Hurts because he didn't throw the ball. 15 for 22 for 101 yards, 0 TDs, 0 interceptions, and they're pissed off saying that he can't win if he can't win if he doesn't throw.
One of the defensive linemen for the Chiefs at the end of the game when they was kneeling it, he was like, "Hey, you don't even got 100 yards." And Jalen Hurts, "Shut up, we won the game." So, I mean, for him to, I don't know if he's just on the sideline. They tell him, "Hey, Jalen Hurts only got this many yards so far." I don't know what they're saying, but for him to know too, these players are definitely knowing stats. Because they still in the game, he said that. So maybe Jalen Hurts knew too, but The game, I ain't gonna lie, that game was boring.
It was a field position game, bro.
That game was boring.
This is a game with field position, bro. That's all this was, bro. Like it wasn't. It didn't have a lot of value in the game. It's an AFC team and an NFC team. It's not like they're in the same conference. How do they play each other? If they make the Super Bowl, they don't. Once every 4 or 5 years?
Do you remember the play where Travis Kelce called like the cross pass and then the stadium went crazy and they was like, oh yeah. And I was just like, damn, like why that play got so much excitement? It was like a 20-yard game.
Pass in like 7 games. Wouldn't you be happy to?
I think that's what I'm saying. The game was actually boring. I think the Chiefs need to rearrange that whole skill room. Get Tyreek Hill back. Tyreek Hill is definitely frustrated out of Miami. He definitely probably want to leave. Go get him back. He was signed for 3 more baby mamas and a couple more millions. So go get him.
That would be huge for them, especially right now.
I want to see him back. I mean, they don't have no separation.
Well, Xavier Worthy is a big piece to the offense.
Hurt.
Say they have Worthy out and Rice.
Why wouldn't you keep DeAndre Hopkins?
I think he had like a 1-year contract though. Yeah, he had like a 1-year contract.
Y'all got the dancing machine Juju.
Yeah, Mahomes had a terrible game. 16 29, 187 yards, a touchdown, and an interception. He did not.
I thought when he got that haircut, he was going to be a different player. I was like, yeah, he got that haircut. Oh, yeah, he's going to go crazy.
Now, I was kind of giving Texas Tech, though. I was kind of thinking like Texas Tech Mahomes. You know what I mean? Yeah. But.
Yeah, one of the best college performances at Texas Tech versus Baker Mayfield. He had 700 passing yards. One of the best games ever in college football.
Yeah, that's crazy. All right. So that was it for that one. So the Eagles are going to return home to play the Rams on Sunday. And the Chiefs are going to be visiting the New York Giants on Sunday night. So that's it for the recaps. We're going to be moving on to our Tuck Your Chain segment. If you don't know already, this is where we go in on players that are getting big money but not playing big. We got a couple entries this week. To start off, we got the kicker for Tennessee, Max Gilbert. Sir, you are our first candidate for Tuck Your Chain. Rico, talk to me.
His chain might not be that big. He might have like a chain from his grandma or something. I mean, his chain might not be that big. You might have like a little Claire's chain. You might have, you know what I mean, little icebox.com chain.
10-carat herringbone.
Yeah, not the Claire's. That chain not that big, but still tuck it. Because I mean, what are you doing? 43-yard field goal, game on the line. All these fans. If you make this field goal, you about to have unlimited. You know what it is. So. Come on now, man. I mean, that was, and honestly, it was a really easy kick. You missed it horribly. Either you got that phone call from Kirby, or Kirby looked from the other sideline like, "Hey," you know what I mean? So I'm just thinking, like, come on, man. I mean, tuck whatever chain you got, tuck it. It's probably, like I said, it's probably a chain from iceboxcartel.com. So, hey, tuck it anyways.
Whatever it is, tuck it, sir. It seemed like it was set up towards the center of the field. Seemed like everything was right. I don't know what happened. He probably doesn't know what happened either.
You got one job. The legend always said, you got one job. You're on the sideline kicking and kicking and kicking and kicking and kicking and kicking and kicking. Hey, it's your turn to get in the game. Okay, I get in the game and you blow it? Game on the line? Come on, bro. You would have had so much to gain if you'd have made that field goal. Absolutely. Them players would have took care of you. That stadium would have took care of you. Them fans would have took care of you. To beat Georgia, you definitely would have had a wonderful night, wonderful weekend. You missed out on that, for sure.
Definitely a big moment you missed out on. All right, we're off Max for now. Next up, we're doing a whole team, guys. This is new for Tuck Your Chain, but we got South Carolina. You're up next. Tuck all of your chains.
Except for Lenore's.
Well, let's talk about some of the stats, right? 4-12 on third down efficiency and 1-3 for fourth down efficiency.
Damn. 2
interceptions, 2 fumbles, 8 penalties that resulted in 85 yards and 4 turnovers. I mean,
25% from third down is not good whatsoever. That means that basically y'all don't have any form of either catching the ball or the ball being placed where it needs to be.
It is not converting.
Third and twos.
This is just a failure to convert.
Come on, man. Yeah. That don't make no sense. Especially when I'm looking on the sideline, and I don't know if it's real or not, moissanite or not, but it's shining everywhere. Every player is like, y'all jury room is insane. Like, y'all got one of the flashiest teams. So I'm a big South Carolina fan.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Love Cocktober. But come on, man. Like 25% from third down, not getting none on fourth down, 4 turnovers. Last week, y'all played whoever and didn't even beat them good enough. The offense is definitely looking shaky. It's like, and honestly, it's like they have one good drive a game, and then that's it.
Mm.
So tuck them chains until. Park them Hellcats in the garage. Go drive a Honda or something. I promise that parking lot looks so goddamn dodgy. That parking lot is full of V8s.
Tuck your V8s and your chains. All right. Last up in this segment. Oh, boy. We got J.J. McCarthy, rookie quarterback for the Vikings. Tuck your chain, sir. Not a great performance at all. You look shaky in the previous game, too. You made up in the fourth quarter, but your whole performance last game wasn't that great either. This game, you were 11 of 21. You did have 158 yards, but you had 2 interceptions. You had 6 sacks, and your overall rating at the end was 37.5. Tuck your chain.
Minnesota is another team that is a shiny sideline. Justin Jefferson got by $2 million in jury on.
Just by himself.
I don't know the other wide receiver. I think it's number 18. He got another $500,000 in jury on. I mean, even I be seeing a lineman, they got jury on. You know what I mean? Yeah, UNFL, you made it. Hey, have fun. I like it. But J.J. McCarthy, you didn't put your team in a position to win. Honestly, man, like, he looked like Bryce Young to me. I mean, he just looked real fragile, real, like, going to the sideline, being a yes man to the coach. I mean, listen to your coach, but let's make a plan and do better, because you just look at the coach with a pouty face and then get back in the game and then do the same thing. So I know that there's no way possible Justin Jefferson is not saying nothing to the front office.
Oh, yeah, no.
As far as you talking about like demanding a trade or something like that? What do you mean?
Who was the quarterback last year for the Vikings?
Sam Darnold.
Donald, yeah.
Do you understand that the Vikings only lost, I think, 2 or 3 games last year?
Yeah.
Now Sam Darnold is gone, and you start J.J. McCarthy. Why? And then he come in, and he's like Bryce Youngin. So it's like, bro, no, I'm not going for that.
He had a lot of overreactions last week, though, based on what he did in that comeback game against the Bears, though. Everybody kept screaming about the 3 touchdowns in the fourth quarter.
Like JB just said, you started off shaky. You must have got the secret sauce from Space Jam, and then fourth quarter went crazy. And then this game, you didn't get that secret sauce again. Yeah. And you absolutely made all the NFL underbets happy. So he got sacked a lot. He made the defensive line for the Falcons look amazing. I do like Pierce. I like the other guy that came from Georgia, Walker, I think his name is. But nah, man. And like I said, he just looked like when he go to the sideline, he looked like, oh, coach, I'm sorry. And then he looked like somebody that we real cool, like we go to church with him or something. Like, he don't look like my quarterback. Shout out to make it to NFL. Shout out to winning national championship at Michigan. Win NFL now. That was years ago. This is now. As a sports bettor, we look at the now. The last week do not matter, because whatever we betted last week, we pretty much betting it this week. Whatever we won last week is all on the table again. So we want you to be consistent. We know you're going to have bad games, but not caring on a sideline, though, I don't understand it. Maybe he was kind of offbeat because he just had a baby. Congratulations on just having a baby. But as far as like the game and how you played, absolutely awful. He basically burnt 5 briskets.
You must be hungry when we talking about food.
Shout out to Homie Heat. I'm gonna be sponsor.
Yeah. I mean, anytime Bryce Young is outshining you, you had a bad week. So
would you start JJ McCarthy?
Over who? I thought there was more to that.
Shit, anybody.
Based off of that performance, no. But like I said,
Sam Darnold or JJ McCarthy?
I mean, that's a no-brainer.
That's a no-brainer. Come on.
Where does Sam Darnold go?
That's a good question.
Wherever Sam Darnold went, I forgot. Why did he leave? If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Y'all had a good year last year. Y'all should be excited about last year. Let's move and grow for this year. And y'all got the kid playing quarterback. I mean, you take chances, but this chance just
plays for the Seahawks.
Okay.
I did.
And they are undefeated so far.
I have no idea.
And they're undefeated so far. So
yeah.
I'm like I said, man. Tuck Your Chain's a segment basically saying, focus on the game. Focus on what's going on. Win. Then we can celebrate after. I'm not wearing no chains right now because we know that in this podcast, we can get better and bigger. I'm going to wear a chain when we achieve something. Tuck them chains until we achieve.
Side note, it looks like McCarthy will be out for a little while, maybe 2 to 4 weeks. He had a high ankle sprain from that game.
I hope you got a speedy recovery, but that might be a good thing for Justin Jefferson. Now I can get that anytime touchdown.
Might be good for McCarthy's mental, too. Get a little reset there. But, speedy recovery for him. That's going to end the Tuck Your Chain segment. We're off of that for now. Guys, any other closing thoughts before we end off this episode?
I want to see some good football this week. I want to be excited this week. The lineup for college football doesn't look that amazing. I want to be excited. I feel like last week we had the Texas A&M game. The Eagles game was boring. The Georgia game was fun.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I just want to feel excited. And as a sports bettor, I'm always antsy because I want my bet to win and I'm just looking at the games. But I feel like overall, last week, football was boring.
Legend, anything? Nah, we get a lot of good topics today. So shout out to Vandy. Vandy, underdog at home, bet them. Hammer it.
Hammer!
Cool. All right. Well, that's been episode 2 of the Did You Parlay podcast. Remember to like, comment, subscribe, hit that notification bell so you know when we upload next. Coming up soon, we're going to have your best bets of the week. So make sure you follow all of our socials. If you need our links, go to diduparlay.com and you can find all of our links there. Remember to follow the link below to join our Telegram group. You'll get all of our live bets. We do live bet some games, so sometimes you don't see those in our videos and our shorts. So make sure you join the group so you have all of our up-to-date bets. I'm JB, here with my co-hosts, Legend and Rico. As always, please bet responsibly, and we'll see you next time. Peace.